that's what they're trying to create.
Right.
It's just they're trying to make sure they know. They're just trying to be in your business,
Right. Exactly.
and you contract, and
So,
that person contracted with them, letting them know this is what it is.
right. Exactly. I don't have to contract with them because I have the right to
Yeah,
contract on my contract.
and you have the right to privacy.
Yeah. That too.
Everyone has the right to secure in their person's papers affects anyone.
Right.
So whenever I sell my book, I don't have to tell anyone how much I'm selling.
Right.
Nothing. So when you buy houses, you don't tell nobody nothing.
Right.
Just on the public record. Oh, this is the place. All right, cool. You don't need to know nothing else.
That's it.
If you want to find it, go look it up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's on the record. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. So then that's that with that. Um.
Peace, everybody. Live at 420. Yeah.
So this this one right here, it went okay. So all right. So I released my claim.
Yep.
So now,
So it's a quick claim.
yeah, I guess it would be like a quick claim, right? Because a quick claim because this person here claim of any properties, right? To
As an heir.
yeah, as an heir, right? Yeah, it starts there.
What? One person's signature on this. All right, keep going.
Okay. Well, because this one was about him. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah,
they're
but they
but
have
they're all
these.
parties to it.
Right, exactly.
That's like if
Right.
let's say use an example again. I'm the father, she's the mother. Y'all all are children,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Y'all are all heirs.
Mhm.
But then you two decide we only want him to administrate it.
Right.
You don't have to waive. You don't have to say
Oh, well,
you're
here,
not heirs
here,
anymore.
here we go. Here it is. It's the same thing. All right.
Okay.
Because, yeah,
Oh, 'cause the
because this one
situation he was in?
because of the situation he was
Okay,
in, right?
okay.
So it was like him went by himself. Although
yeah.
she still could have took this one
That's what
and
I'm
did
saying.
one.
That's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
here
saying.
goes the other one right
Yeah.
here. Yeah, okay, now it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But it should have all still been on one page.
Yeah.
It could have been on one page. So then that's them agreeing.
Yeah.
These are the other parties agreeing. Yes, we agree. Blah 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 blah. That this is he'll be
Yes.
the grantor.
So the situation she's explaining to me, there was some brothers who were heirs to an estate. One brother no longer wanted to deal with it, so he pretty much waived his right to be party to it. And we were talking about how since everything is done in the straw name that the Europeans created, and we think we're giving them jurisdiction over everything. That's why all of our stuff goes to probate because we're considered incompetent, and they're just acting as the parents patre, where they deal with our stuff because we're incompetent and we can't do it on our own. So again, she's the mom, I'm the dad. We give it to him. If you don't want to deal with it, then you just put it in writing yourself.
Right.
The so-called state has nothing to do with it because it's your family stuff,
Right.
and it's that simple.
Right. All right. So now that's done, right? So those two heirs decided, no, I don't want to be a part of it. Blah blah blah. They give it to the other heir, right? It's three of them.
Yeah.
They give it to him, right? But it's all still in straw names.
Yeah.
So it still
So-
isn't.
So that's Christian Black Codes, 1724, Article 22. Anything that blacks own, whether on their own liberality,
Mhm.
be the full property of their masters. That's why they went to some European notaries and put, had attorneys involved because it ain't theirs.
Right. Exactly.
So the process, look at the process. The process makes sense.
Right.
It's just the status of the people. That's the issue.
Yep.
Processes are good, cool. Put it on the public record. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right. It's the names.
It's the names. Those aren't our names, and we're doing business in those names.
Right.
which
Not
they
our free
own.
national names.
Exactly.
Right. All right. And then so this would be the deed.
hmm
After all of that, all these paperwork through got my notes here. Got my notes here.
The
Right.
yes, and then first name, and then see what's on record.
Right. At the city hall, right?
Yeah.
Get the parcel number, right?
Well, you don't need it. Will be you can still get it,
Right.
but it should be in the discharge or in the mortgage. But
Go straight to the name.
yeah, because you have the name now.
Mm,
I was telling you to go to the tax assessor if you don't know who the owner is,
right.
or the feudal lord claiming ownership. Then you go to the tax assessor, talk about on this address.
Mhm.
They'll print out who's the current so-called landlord, the parcel number, how many taxes owed, what's the property value, all that stuff.
Mhm.
And then you would go to the public record to see who's claiming ownership, so you can send a quick claim or whatever.
Yeah. So then, yeah.
Mhm.
After that, then so now we know.
So,
So
but
just,
if it's in his name, in that straw name,
Mhm.
leave all old business and quick claim it
to his
to the
free
living.
to his free national name,
Mhm. Yeah.
and then become Elodia.
Yeah.
Got
Well,
it.
the deed wouldn't be. You'd have to create the
Create
allodial.
the
Yeah.
Elodia.
Well, since they're playing games, okay, we'll play your game, and we'll just put you in checkmate.
Nice.
How you just see how many people always knew.
Mm-hmm.
They may not have known all of it, but they knew something.
Yep. Well, we the only ones that.
Yeah, they know enough. Yeah.
Yeah, but we the only.
He knew the difference between traveling and driving.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all hear him say that?
Mm-hmm. And then weed.
Yep. Well, not the European, the Asiatic.
No, you would.
Because I thought I thought I was gonna say let's go inside, and then I started. Then I realized who he was.
You swore to wait.
I was like, hold on. I got this. That was my mistake.
Mm-hmm.
But so he's talking about how he's running. He wants to run for councilman, and then knew the difference between driving and traveling, and how he knew that this was his land, and his skin was brown, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So is he proclaimed that he's a Moor?
No.
So what does he go by? Still the brand colors?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what he goes by. I don't know what brand he goes by, but he was saying he wants to get into their system to make change.
Yeah.
But it's not our system. You can't change their system. I can't go to your house and be like, put new curtains up. It's your house.
I
Yeah,
mean,
or I'm leaving.
I do it all the time. but-
Bye. just like the European guy, he was saying, since the quote unquote minorities don't want to work that $3 job, don't worry, we got these other immigrants that'll do it. So it's kind of like they don't need us. They don't need us. You know what I mean? Just because you want to fight, all right, go get this other black guy. Don't worry. You know what I mean? We need our own system. That's why Noble Drew Ali was saying.
But they do need us if we know
Yeah.
ourselves and we
Yeah.
nationalize.
Exactly.
Because then they can't do anything without us.
So to clarify, they don't just because if that black man doesn't want to do it, we know we got 10 other black men who will be willing to do it.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. So once those black people stop being black and we start being Moors, then they'll be like, oh crap,
Yeah.
got a problem. Then they have to improve, regardless of whether they're corporate and they're acting as whatever. No, the facto means in fact. You're there. You're not corporate. The human being is not corporate, so you got to respond to us.
Because remember, they're only here doing commerce. We only giving them permission to do commerce.
And then we fell asleep. We abandoned City Hall. Only Asian managers.
Yep.
Except for that one woman who she didn't look like she ran shit there. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like we stopped taking care of the house. The house still needs to be taken care of, so someone's doing it. And they're like, nah, don't teach them nothing.
And it works to their benefit.
Yeah. All right, let me read some of these comments. That's not a lot. Cool. Peace, Islam. Can everyone speak up? Can't hear. Use your outside voices. Let me do a little sweep. Somebody sweep. Look at all this.
Speak for yourself.
All these-
I rebut
all
that.
this melanin in my
I rebut
backyard.
that comment.
Tonin.
Yeah, it's only make you really sick.
Nah, melatonin's in plants. So in us too, but
It's also in the medicine that makes you really sick for melatonin.
melatonin. But that's not the part that makes you go to sleep.
But the medicine is.
Yeah, but that part's not. Is
It's
what
called
I'm
the
saying.
same thing.
I
It's
don't
called
know.
melatonin.
Maybe it's targeted towards melanated people.
Probably.
Any other questions on that?
No, I think that pretty much cleared everything up. Let me think though, because as soon as we get off live, we're gonna be rolling.
I know. So we could just stay live.
All right, yeah, cool. So basically, all right.
So you get it. You
Yeah,
got it. You
I
got the
do.
concept.
I just wanted to, you know, I just got clarified.
Yeah, give my pen back.
That's all right. I got 100 of those. You're gonna be needing a pen.
I got it. Mikhail gifted me pens.
Oh, everybody on live, tell them to look up
Parents Portrait.
Parents Portrait.
She said, look up. What do you say?
Look up Parents Portrait.
Let me put my mic to you. What do you say?
That's Portrait.
You want to read it for them? Hold on, let me see. What does it say?
It says Roman law, the emperor as the embodiment of the state regarded as a sovereign, the state in its capacity as provider of protection to those unable to care for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The Attorney General acted as parents pater in the administrative hearing, a doctrine by which a government has standing to prosecute a lawsuit on behalf of a citizen, especially on the behalf of someone who is under a legal disability to prosecute the suit.
Prosecute.
Prosecute the suit.
So that's mental. That's mental incompetence. That's what a legal disability is. Mental incompetence. Someone in a wheelchair or someone who's mentally retarded. Clearly, they can't prosecute me. So the state would act as parents pater because clearly, if I beat up a mentally retarded person, I need to pay for it. But since they're not competent, the state would do it for. So it would be the state versus you, and then the injured party would be the retarded person. You know what I'm saying? But what they do is they'll say it's state versus you, but then they don't produce any injured party or any ward. You know what I'm saying?
It's just
So
the state.
yeah, it's just a corporate state.
Right. It says the state ordinarily has no standing to sue on behalf of its citizens unless a separate sovereign interested will
Keep more time. One more again.
the state has
Oh,
a
look,
separate
you see it. You see it.
again. I will yeah. We got time.
Yeah, we got all day. Like
It's-
even I got support my work.
The win.
Yeah. That's fine. How often do you check your email? Every Glenn's fault. I don't know if they can hear me. I have no idea.
It's still
I mean,
Wow.
sometimes it was. This was in the video cutout. It was doing this. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
My phone's like 10,000 degrees feel.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking when you go live and then have a separate camera to YouTube after, because sometimes your lives you put them on YouTube they glitch.
You got another camera? Bring it.
I will next class.
Because we crashed 2 computers.
Three, right? I
Two.
think three.
2.
What do you mean, just on live?
Nah, because we would record in like HD 3-hour videos every week. Regular is still reconnecting. Regular computer hard drives can't handle that.
Oh, this map. Okay.
Well, if you want to donate, not donate, but if you want to use it,
But yeah.
yeah, if you want to use it, because we need better equipment.
I'm down.
We'll see. You said it, but yeah, actually.
I know. Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
But
His
I'm 20
actions this
minutes
week
away,
have shown
so
to be proven.
quit my job too, so I'm on open cap.
That's why I'm right now.
I'm here.
Good. It's still reconnecting, so regular building. Let me know. Can y'all still hear us?
Yes, somebody please let
I need to know those documents. I don't know what documents you're talking about. It just says Al. Term was parent PNS PAR wait PATRE. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can. Yes, they said yes, barely. Yep. Continue reading. Let's just Parents Portrait. This is the last part of Parents Portrait.
All right. The state ordinarily has no standing on citizens unless a separate sovereign interest will be served by the suit.
So every time you see Stato versus you,
They have no standing.
the majority of the time,
Yeah.
and they're corporate,
Yeah. Ordinarily, they have.
so they can hear us, but not too good. So I'm at my house connected to my Wi-Fi.
With the mic attached to.
Yeah, with the mic on my face. Any other questions?
Put the to your beard.
Yeah, I should clip it to my beard.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much for me, anyways.
Peace, nappy boy. Oh yeah. Where you from?
I'm from Houston.
Man, the big.
And why you out here?
To learn embrace pride and love your race, join the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Ooh,
RiseOfTheMoors.org.
ooh. What'd you say? What'd you say? Hold on, let me. What'd you say? Rise of the Moors. What
Check
you
it
gotta
out.
say?
Yeah.
You-
Islam.
Peace. Your head's.
You still on or no?
Yeah, it just says reconnecting. And my phone.
Yeah, the split screen again.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly what happened.
Anything. Take that as a match.
Well, I got.
Because you charge me.
I know I'm gonna have to get a job. So I have to use my freelance, and I don't have to fill out the W-4.
No.
What what can I refer back to tell the employer that?
You can refer back to what was done. So the question was, he's going to have to get a JOB or find work, and he's going to use his free national name. And instead of using the W-4, he said, what does he refer back to tell the person that he's going to provide services for? That's what the question was. Article 1, Section 10 of the American Constitution, because it states that no obligations shall be placed on contracts. So if you're going to provide a service for whomever, that's contract law, right? And then, like Noble Drawley said, a servant is worthy of his hire.
Yeah.
So we need to stop going as employees, which means servant, and employer means master. Because if you're coming in under that status, then you're inferior to them. But if you're coming to them as an independent contractor, meaning you know this, then the status is different. You know what I'm saying? So since you're providing a service, it's not income. You don't.
Compensation.
What you mean? I owe tax anything. So you go to that Article 1, Section 10, which says you have the right. No obligation shall be placed on contracts. So they can't say, well, we can't hire you unless you sign this, because then they're placing obligations on a contract.
Okay. And same thing with the Social Security. I
Yeah.
have to.
Article 1, Section 2.
And
And
it's the
they-
same
and they-
exact.
Yeah, same thing. And Article 20 of the Declaration on Human Rights may belong to an association, or no one may be